Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where we are getting very, very close here to forming the Empire of Maghreb. And that is amazing. We need 3 counties at this point. 3 counties. So, we should probably look through some of these claimants and see if they're, well, this guy we're truce to, so that's not necessarily all that useful. We're truce to this guy too. We're just kind of truce to everybody. Okay, when are our truces up? That is the question. 21 months and 5 years. Okay, in that case, we should chill for a little bit. For 21 months, anyway. So we did extort our subjects, and that'll be absolutely fine. We're just going to go through here with the... Actually, there's a dangerous faction here. Independence and Liberty. These guys, if I recall correctly, we were going to let them fire. Something's not right here. This is going to recalculate. I'm pretty sure. Yes, that's more like it. Okay, because I was like, hang on, once again, 12,000 is not 40% of 80,000. So, there we go. This is much more like it. We want to let this fire, and we actually will. So that'll be fine. We'll spend down this gold as quickly as we can. There we go, there's that gold spent. And we're going to allow these guys to fire off. This guy... situated technically up here. I don't know why it's... I guess he's over here, but his capital's up here. This guy is going to be the leader. He can send his ultimatum at any time. We're going to raise our men-at-arms, and we're going to raise some amount of levy troops. Anytime now, buddy. And we're just going to raise up, I don't know, 65k should be more than enough. Okay, send your ultimatum, bud. You can do it. We're still making money, so this is reasonably fine. The major issue, of course, is we're losing supplies. But actually, there's good supplies in this region. We can split it up something like this, and then like this. And then just move our cannon back. Okay, so we've got a cannon here, and a cannon here, awkwardly enough. We'll move our bombards back over to here, and then these guys will move their bombards back over to here. Cool. And there's his demand. Perfect timing. So we will not be threatened. And in we go. We're rallying the troops. Okay, we're going to move these guys, if I can select them, out and back in just to start the siege. And there we go. We'll group that all together. We did have some desertion, which is to be expected, but we're going to split off our bombards and a few levy troops, and we're going to come down and hit these guys. They're going to be done gathering in 4 days. We'll arrive here in 5 days. That's ideal. Cool. So no problem there. They're retreating down this direction. I'd like to pursue them, but they're going to be pretty quick. I'm wondering where exactly they're retreating to. Noticing these guys up over here, we're going to turn back around. Not going to pursue them. Okay, so we're at 57% war score right now. We don't have a siege commander here, and we probably should have. Let's go ahead and put in... anybody? Do we not have a single siege commander? There's this guy, but he's commanding another army. Oh my. So this guy's our only siege commander. Okay. Very awkward. He's also our best commander. I would like to make our way down over this way. I think we don't catch them. 27 days? Yeah, we don't catch them. Cool. Wait. They're disembarking back into the same location. Okay. That's intriguing. Well, we didn't manage to catch them there, but we do catch some of them here, it looks like. Perfect. So that stack wipes. We don't catch anything over here, so we should probably stay put. And start moving these guys on down. We'll see what their plan is here. Okay, that seems fine. We'll let them start up a siege there. And we're now going to bring in our siege force. And we'll head up and go defeat them. Now, they're going to siege that back, and that's vaguely annoying, but it's okay. At least I think. No, they gave up on their siege. Wow, they gave up on their siege. Okay, they did not need to do that. If they had doubled down on it, that they could have won this battle. But they didn't. This siege ends, and that could end the war. 96%. Okay. We're going to bring this over, something like this. We're running away from this force right now. We're continuing to run. This guy became our friend, I guess. We'll group that together, and we're going to walk back over this direction. They don't want anything to do with this battle, but tough. They're going to have to fight it. Learned Arabic. That's impressive. Cool. And this should end the war. There we go. War is over. So we will enforce our demands and disband our troops. No more problems there. And we have a good amount of cash on hand right now. So let's just pop on down over this way and see about getting some upgrades built. Cool. We should burn our way through this cash pretty quickly. We're mostly just upgrading things at random at this point, to be honest. It doesn't really matter what we're upgrading, as long as it's things. As long as we don't have just huge amounts of cash on hand. So that'll be fine. I suppose we could pay the royal court a visit. We'll take advantage of his silly generosity, but he's not convinced, and so that's fine. Apparently another court event? This is the same event. He was also not convinced that time. Sure. Okay. That was very strange, but whatever. So, this is our current player heir. And she now has a child. Okay. We should begin educating this child. Send to university, and they'll get a better education than usual. I want them to be on stewardship focus. There we go. Cool. We've got a lot of gold to spend on that, and yeah, that put us into debt. No, I don't care. That's fine. We can be in debt for a little while. Like a couple of months. This ransom seems acceptable. We can get a stewardship perk. That's at any cost, which of course means that we can sell our titles, which of course we will do. Okay, so that pulls us out of debt. This ransom seems fine. This ransom also seems fine. We're no longer in debt. We are still truced with this fine gentleman for how long? 20 days. Okay, so we'll wait out that truce. I don't think we have any solid claims on him, though. Yeah, unfortunately, that's a kingdom level title. We can, however, take a look through his claimants. This guy is our prisoner. He would have a claim on the 2 sultanates and on all this stuff, which we already have. So he's not like a new prisoner. This guy, he has a claim on both sultanates. On that emirate, sure. Anything actually useful, though? That's a negative. That's all within our territory. Okay, what about this guy? The 2 sultanates. Once again, territory all within our territory. Okay. Female, probably not helpful. And doesn't have useful claims anyway. So, the next question is, what about somebody like this? No, he's got the same sort of claims. Nothing of note. Okay, let's go, instead of being on this level, let's hop down to the county level here. Or I guess we could look at the duchy level claims, but I'm going to look at the sheikdom. What do we have for claimants here? Nothing too handy there. Coming down over this direction. For the sheikdom, there are 6 claimants. None of them are imprisoned by us currently. For this sheikdom, 14 claimants. This guy. He won't accept demanding conversion. But we'll just negotiate his release and recruit him. So that'll give us a county. And it'll be a kind of awkward one. But it'll be a county. Now we're going to send him a gift to boost up his opinion of us by 47. Then we're going to demand his conversion. He will accept that. So he converts over. Now we can declare war on this guy, pressing his claim for just this sheikdom. And that's exactly what we're going to do. Perfect. We had to dig pretty deep for that one, but there we go. We'll raise our men-at-arms. This guy has access to 1250 men. I don't think we need more than this. Well, he did bring in a holy order. So we'll raise up a couple of extra. This should be plenty, to be honest. So we're going to head in, take his capital. And he's heading up this direction, which we'll probably look to do something about. Yes, show in the Emir and his gold. Beautiful. So that will be absolutely fine. Okay. We are now going to look to get these bombards and a generic siege force here. These guys are going to head up over this direction. Not that we expect to actually catch them here, but we're just going to pursue them a bit. And we're going to head down over here. Do we now have access to a siege commander? I don't think so, but we'll take a quick look. Unfortunately, no. So there's not really much point in putting any commander there, since we're not planning on fighting. I guess we could put, like, a logician, if we had one of those. But I don't think we did. I didn't see one of those either. I mean, yeah, here's one. That'll work, I guess. Sure. So up we head, and we're just going to continue following them up through here. We're at 45% war score right now, and ticking is about to be on our side. So that's 23.5%. Cool. This is our territory here. So the next siege war score would be all the way up here. That's quite a long ways away. I guess we could flagellate. Sure. We're 61, so we're probably going to die fairly soon. We are still obese. We can lose weight. But we are currently dying. Death is not the worst thing right now, to be clear. So we're just going to make our way on up over this way. And we may or may not die. We did. But that's... Hang on. This guy disbanded his troops when we died. Even though the war is still here. That's really weird. Okay, whatever. We're going to go ahead and stewardship focus. We already have quite a lot here. So we're just going to sit on wealth focus, I think. 11 out of 11 looks good. We do need a new chancellor. That will be this guy. A new marshal. That will be this guy. We can invite claimants as well, and we may look to do that soon. But for the time being, we're just going to tick on forward. I want to check in on... We have no available spouse. Right. This guy is a mayor, if I recall correctly. So we would go with, like, this guy. He's apparently our brother-in-law. That's only mildly awkward. And there we go. Fantastic. We'll manage domain, and that allows us to pull back a couple of castles here. So we're going to pull back this one. Beautiful. And then we'll pull back, say, this one. Demand conversion. Well, we're just going to revoke the title. Cool. Perfect. Okay, so back to our war. We're not expecting this to be particularly challenging. He doesn't actually have anywhere he can raise his forces. I'm not sure why his forces were disbanded when we died, but I mean, they would have lost the fight anyway. That said, it would have ended this war slightly sooner to fight them rather than siege this. So that's awkward, for sure. Apparently there's a disillusion faction, which is not great, but none of them seem to be particularly powerful. Cool. So we've got our court artifacts here, sure, and we just discovered knighthood and won the war. So let's enforce those demands and disband our troops. There we go. So this guy is now our vassal, and we should be truced with this guy, unfortunately. Offer to join war. Interesting. Well, I'm not sure exactly what's going on there, but that's okay. We do have a court event available here. We can get a pet cat. Sounds good to me. And we can also, at this time, think about... Well, we just had a succession. So that makes things a little bit awkward to put in the primogeniture here. Especially considering all of these guys are very upset with us. Oh, we're the wrong religion. Noted. That would explain a lot. So, if we wanted to convert to Zaidi, how much do we need? 923 faith. So we're going to undertake the Hajj. Cool. And off we go. It is time to depart. We're not going to convert to Catholicism. We're just going to bite our lip and stay focused. We're on our way to Mecca as we speak, so there's not a lot that we can do there. This ransom seems okay. We also just discovered hoardings, so we need to take a look here. Right. We had just unlocked the late medieval era not long ago. So knighthood finished, as well as hoardings. We're the wrong culture. But I believe that we can adopt the local culture once we have the prestige. Yes. Divine protection sounds good. There we go. And we can definitely spend some of this cash, but we're the wrong culture here. So we need to... Because I was like, that seems very wrong. But then I realized, this is fine. There's no time to give up. Unfortunately, we got ill. But we need to get this done. Our player heir is the correct faith and culture. It is only us who is not. We'll cut a lock of hair and gain 25 faith. And there we go. We lose stress, and we gain 875 faith. Now, we should be able to, at least when we get back, convert to the local culture. Actually, we can do that right now. So we're now Maghrebi, and we're also going to convert over to Zaidi. But before we do, I want to check in over here. These guys are 7 of 8, okay, and 10 of 11. We can't quite grab either of those kingdom titles. Can we do something cheeky here? We're truced with this guy. So we would need to find a claimant over here. Ideally one that's... Well, there we go. First place we looked. Okay. So now we should be able to declare war on this guy, pressing this guy's claims. In fact, we can go for the full emirate here. Now, this will cost more prestige than we have. We can farm up a little bit of prestige once we get back from the Hajj. We're now the culture head of Maghrebi, and we got noblesse oblige. So we need to take a look here. Okay, this is much better in terms of tech. Beautiful. So we're working on plate armor and court officials right now. I'd rather work on standing armies and sappers. I feel like court officials is good, though. If we could change the exposure, that's what I'd like to do. Unfortunately, that's not something that we can do. So this sheik we will definitely ransom. And once we arrive back from the Hajj, there we go. Now we're going to host a lavish feast. That loses us enough stress to go down to stress level 0. That sounds good. Welcome, friends. And this is going to net us a decent chunk of prestige. Yes, I have done a great job, haven't I? That's actually more prestige than we expected. We're no longer ill. Even more prestige. Beautiful. This is going very well. This ransom is acceptable, as is this one. And this one for now. Cool. So we now have enough to declare on this guy. Pressing the claim for the emirate. And what does this do? Well, this allows us to usurp this before we convert over to Zaidi. But interestingly, it also gives us enough to create the Empire of Maghreb. So we don't actually need to usurp this. But it'll still be handy to do. So we're going to declare on this guy. There we go. And we'll drop a rally point right here. Do we need more than just our men-at-arms? I think we're fine. Let's take a look. Seems fine. Okay, do we have our siege commander here? Our only siege commander. Or did he die? Okay, let's put in our only siege commander. There we go. Cool. So we're going to have these sieges done quite soon. We're no longer dying, so that's good. What are these guys? Yeah, this isn't a threat. I don't care about that. We're going to finish up these sieges, and then we'll come down and try to fight this guy, I think. Hopefully. Cool. Ticking will be on our side very shortly. This siege is going to be 10 more days. And let's see if we can catch this force. They don't want us to catch them. But does that matter? They disbanded. Okay, cool. We'll come on down over this way and look to fight these guys. They're running away, but they're too late. So we catch them, and that should end the war. There we go. We'll enforce those demands and disband our troops. So that territory is now ours. Then we can come in here and we can usurp the Sultanate title. Consider that done. So that's now completed. We can't do anything over here quite yet, but what we can do now, the next step, is to convert to Zaidi again. Bam. Excellent. Okay, so we convert on over, and now we have de jure claims on all of these. Plus, we can finally form the Empire of Maghreb. Let's do it. That means that we have de jure claims here now too. So we have de jure claims everywhere we need. That is magnificent. Before we exercise those claims, I would like to spend down our gold, and it is getting fairly late in the episode, so let's just get our gold spent down real quick, and then we can end the episode. While doing this, I will say that you can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and let's just grab a few more of these locations here. A lot of this is already maxed out, but there's a few that we should be able to get. There we go. But this seems like a good stopping point, because next episode, we are definitely, absolutely going to unite the Empire. A very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including Casserole, ALS Gamer, Kentuin, James, Shadowwolf, MLohan80, Spartan News, Nick Smarty, Video Games Are Not Real, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Unisil, Kadra, Rogue Corvid, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.